Insert for today's event, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's not exactly entirely for today's event, but you'll have gotten it here. $15 over at the table, and there's also George's CDs and DVDs and stuff, and there's combo prices, so check them on out while the sizes are still all available. Thank you.
Give me your 15 minutes. If you're doing nothing with it, I'll take the fortune and fame. Even Jesus had a stage name. Take me for a ride. I believe everything I read. Whoa, never painted my face blue. Darkness never did no study of you, but I believe it's time for a change. Even Jesus had a stage. Give me my day in the sun. Girls aren't the only ones who wanna have fun. I believe I've paid my dues. Even Jesus had to sing the blues. Take me for a ride. I believe everything I read. Whoa, never painted my face blue. Barnes never did no study of you, but I believe it's time for a change. Even Jesus had a stage name. I won't forget you when I'm gone. Let the little people tag along. And you can say I knew him when they can say I'm a different man. Take me for a ride. Oh, never painted my face blue. Artists never did no study of you, but I believe it's time for a change. Even Jesus had a stage name. I won't forget you when I'm gone. I won't forget you when I'm gone. I won't forget you when I'm gone. I won't forget you when I'm gone.
Artist here. Nik Everett, when I first met him, he was actually working as a bar back, I believe, at J.C. Dobbs, before I saw him perform with his band. And he came via Delaware, which is like where Thorogood and those guys are from. So it's kind of a nice little connection that kind of way. I'm trying to keep up with my toes here. Anyway, I got a chance to play with Nik on his last album CD release. We did actually the main part. And that was kind of a good honor. He's a great songwriter. So right now, Nik Everett.
George, the honor is mine. The pleasure to be here. Thank you. It's one of the songs George came to the rescue. I needed a drummer quick for a CD release party out at the Point in Bryn Mawr. And he was so gracious to just learn a whole bunch of songs real quick and come out. And I've always been indebted to him. He's a great friend, wonderful man. Thanks, George.
I gotta tell you, me some time, I will get out every day. You hold all your courage, but your heart can't pretend. Shoulda and coulda just won't bring us back again. And every time you build me up, every time you build me up, you're knocking me right back down. Every time you build me up, you're knocking me down. Excuse me, I'm getting so personal here. Suffer in silence, one never want to hear. Whoa, whoa. Come on now, every time you build me up, every time you build me up, knocking me right back down. Every time you build me up, every time you build me up, every time you build me up, you're knocking me down, knocking me down, knocking me down, knocking me down.
Thank you very much.
Alan Mann actually introduced me to Peter. I knew Peter as a musician, but I also knew him as an incredible writer for a lot of different independent music magazines over the years. So, without further ado, I'd like to present Peter Stone Brown.
You can drive away this death letter that's falling at my door. Autumn nights are filled with shadow, can't face them anymore. There's a pressure that I just can't hide, it's choking all the tears. I walk this street too many times. What's left for me here? See it. Open up the sky, say yeah. Don't ask why, say yeah. Let me be in love tonight. Both come from the outside, found ourselves alone. Madness chased us down the path to the edge of the unknown. With a common dream that's past the grasp of the daily working dead. Don't think of friends or strangers, or what somebody said. Say yes, open up the sky. Say yes, don't ask why. Say yes, let me be alone tonight. So many times I stop myself, I don't know why I should. Was a fool by superstition, all the lies that do no good. You could walk away forever at the dawn of winter's chill. You could stay well open up our hearts till the secret fears are still. Say yes, open up the sky, say yes. Don't ask why, say yes. Let me be love tonight. Say yes, open up the sky, say yeah. And we'll be in love tonight. Thank you. Let's hear it for George Manney, archiving the history of rock and roll music in Philadelphia. It's important work.
So the next artist here we have, Paul Kurrey. I actually met through another musician who I used to hang out with, J.C. Dobbs, who passed on. I guess it was around 2001 or 2002. But anyway, Jameson Smooth Dog, who I knew back, that guy going back to the 60s. I actually met him at one of the Belmont Plateau concerts back in those days. And I think we may even have some footage of Jameson at Belmont Plateau. So I think it maybe from like 69 or so. In any event, Jameson went through so many incarnations with his band. But it was through Jameson that I met this gentleman who's going to be playing for you right now, Paul Kurrey. And in fact, there was a point where I was going to be playing with the band, but it just didn't happen to work out. And I'll tell you, after being run over by a car, I don't really remember everything. So, but anyway, what I'd like to tell you to do is put your hands together. Here's Paul Kurrey.
Just a baby boy born.
How y'all doing? Alright, this is about Dobbs. Let's get rowdy. No more of this quiet shit. And one more round for Paul Kurrey, good friend, and all the people playing. We got Joe DeFeo here, and he's going to join me. I'm Larry Saklad. I used to play with Alan Man and the Free Arts Band, among other people, David Ryan. And you might know this called Wild Horses.
drag me away. I watched you suffer, a dull aching pain. Now you've decided to show me the same. No sweeping exits, off state line. You make me feel better, or treat you unkind. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me some living after we die. Fate has been broken, tears must be cried. Let's do some living till we die. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses will ride them someday.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks, Joe.
How y'all doing? Give it up for George, man. George is on this thing, right?
Just want to tell you a little bit about Jeff Washington. Jeff and I went to the same high school together, Lincoln. And back then, Jeff was a gymnast, and I was a lunatic musician. And there was one day in the cafeteria, you could actually bring records and play records in Lincoln. So one day I'm running these records like Traffic, this and that, and Hendrix. He had never heard of Hendrix then. And we used to have a little group and sit at this one table in the cafeteria with all the musicians, considered hippie crap, you know, whatever. But anyway, he jumped, you know, from being a gymnast to a guitarist and vocalist and a songwriter who actually went on to play with a lot more better people than I did, Melvin Moore, and I just can't remember all the people, but anyway, Jeff and I did one gig. We booked a trio back in the late 70s at Dobbs, and I think that was with a fellow with dreadlocks playing bass. Butch Stockton, I think. Because Butch actually wound up playing in a brief band with Alan Mann with me at one point. But anyway, without further ado, Jeff Washington.
Thank you. George, I'll give you the $25 in a minute.
I'm standing at the railway station, baby, waiting for that train. Well, I'm standing at the railway station, baby, waiting for that train. Got me standing all alone, baby, in the pouring rain. Well, I saw you in the railway station, baby, waiting for me to come back. Standing in the railway station, baby, waiting for me to come on back. Got me standing all alone now, baby, in the pouring rain. The old American Dream house and studio. The studio was downstairs, and they used to live in these two apartments above that. And he was in there rehearsing, I think, with Hank Ransom on drums. And I think maybe Alan James was playing with him then. So it was a little bit of a turning point with the band because they went through some changes as the Secret Kids. And it was after stopping in and seeing him there, and went to the Bijou Cafe and so on, which were pretty phenomenal shows to see back then in the 70s. If you've witnessed those things, there's something that lived with you forever, and some of the songs that he was writing back then were pretty groundbreaking. And his antics on stage were pretty well documented. I don't know if there's actually any footage with him with the, I think, a sword on stage, but that would be a great addition to any film. And Ken worked for a while with a good friend of his that we lost a few years ago, and that was Chris Larkin. And the two of them wrote some pretty amazing tunes together. They produced some amazing records, and they had an off-and-on relationship like we all do in life. But they did a lot of great things, and I think it made a lot of people happy. So, without any further ado, Ken Kweder.
And all that's true, except he forgot to add superlatives. I really am fucking amazing. So, you know, if I could just talk about myself for a second and maybe hold everybody's attention for a really long time. I used to work for the government, you know, and I was a supervisor in the welfare department. And then on Friday nights, I used to go down to South Street, and I saw this Alan James guy playing. So immediately, I went outside with a couple co-workers, and I saw a baby carriage in the trash. And I thought, what should I do, man? You know, it's like the beginning of South Street, this Renaissance going on. So I saw this was a window with like artwork in it. So I took the baby carriage and I smashed through the store window. And then my co-workers in the government, the office, were like, what the fuck you did it for? I go, I'm Kenn Kweder. That's if you believe that, you know. So where do I plug this in? You know, I'm never telling the truth. Does anybody have any questions at all about anything? Because I do have a reservoir of a lot of information. What are the questions? What do you got?
Ignore that.
Mr. Nik, what do you got? No, I never tell the truth. If you read the great writers throughout history, they never tell the truth towards the end of their career. Okay. Then what's the next question? Yeah.
Hello, my name is Darcy Barbara.
Yes.
I've known you for 40 years, and I think you do know me.
Okay, I do know you. Yes, I do. What's the question? You're making a statement. That's the opposite of a question.
The question is about the moon last night.
The moon last night? It did not. I was very disappointed because I didn't end up in a bad situation.
Oh,
Any other questions? Are you telling me this is the most uncurious audience I've ever faced?
Can you lend me $20?
Sure, at the end of the night. Yeah, we take care of that. Yeah. You guys have any? Okay, let me. Okay, I'm just gonna have to. Now I'm gonna have to fucking play music. Now you're gonna fucking pay the price. What do I plug this in here? Okay, hold on a second. Plug it in.
You talk too much.
Real quick, there's an interesting Northeast connection with Kenny. Another fellow that passed away. Johnny Sax was his bass player. And before going back to that, we just touched a little bit on Dobbs. There's a few other people. There's one person in this house here tonight, Nicholas Sanfratello, who was from Northeast, went to Father Judge. He was one of the first bands that actually played at Dobbs before they really knew what the hell they were. There was no stage. You know, it was a corner shot in a beer bar. But there's a few. Then there was Dennis Manley, another Northeast fellow who played with Kenny. And we got Bobo here, who actually played with Nik in his first band, Red Weather, that played at Dobbs. So there's a big connection with Philadelphia, Northeast Philadelphia, and Joe Garrison, who was actually from the Northeast. And I remember working with his son in Kitty City, not too far from here. I mean, before his father bought the bar, and he was talking about maybe buying this place. I said, yeah, just try it. You never know. But anyway, Kenny there's quite a few different people that were from the Northeast were part of his musical career, so I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. If that means anything I don't know, it could be useless information. Again, that's more useless information that you could use for nothing.
And if I may add, it was Nik was actually on stage tonight. It was early 70s. I was working as a caseworker, and that's night I saw Alan James play guitar. And I broke the window with the baby carriage. And the next day I called Alan up. That's a true story. So it's just more trivia, more minutiae for you to figure out. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing some Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus. Is that cool? I mean, you know. Okay, so. Caught in a bad romance. Caught in a bad romance. Rah, rah, won't you romance? I want you ugly, I want you disease. I want you everything as long as it's free. I want you love, 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 love. I want you love. I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Oh, I want your love and a lover's revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Oh. I want you ugly, I want you disease. I want you everything as long as it's real. I want your love, 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 love. I want your love. I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me can write a bad romance. Whoa, I want your love and your lover's revenge. You and me can write a bad romance. Whoa. And you might wonder, why does it look like it's so effortless for Ken Kweder to do that? And the answer is, you know what the answer is?
No.
She fucking stole my act.